any given summer day, there will likely be many attempts to reach the summit of Mount Shasta, the second highest mountain in the Cascades. But only 2,000 feet shorter and next in line for the highest mountains in the Cascades is Shasta's lesser-known neighbor, Shastina. Shastina is in fact the third highest mountain in the Cascades when it is counted as a separate mountain from Shasta, making it a worthwhile peak-bagging objective. Shastina is a relatively recent volcanic formation, coming into existence mainly around 9,500 years ago. During this time, it is believed that a magma formation separate from the main formation of Shasta caused a brief period of large and frequent eruptions, forming Shastina. Today, Shastina exists as an eroded remnant of that time, dwarfed by its larger neighbor Shasta. Climbing Shastina is typically done from the south, accessed by Hidden Valley, the valley junction of Shasta and Shastina. The Cascade Gulch route ascends from here to the top of the saddle, then up the eastern flank of Shastina. This route has the benefit of an easy Shasta-Shastina double summit day, so long as the bergschrund leading up to Shasta is passable. Lightning Bolt Couloir ascends more directly from Hidden Valley, and when snow coverage is sufficient, Diller Canyon on the west flank can make for a great trip to do on skis. We chose Lightning Bolt Couloir to accompany our ascent of Shasta's west face gully via Common High Camp in Hidden Valley. The trail begins from Bunny Flat Trailhead and first ascends a mild slope angle on a trail for a couple miles. The trail then reaches Horse Camp, a site where historically climbers began the climb of Mount Shasta after arriving on horseback. Here a small building remains from those early days, now serving as a rest stop and emergency shelter during winters. From Horse Camp, the trail to Hidden Valley diverges leftward to ascend steeper traverses up the mountain northward. The trail at this point can be snow-covered and difficult to follow. Even when the snow is gone, the trail is faint in places leading up to Hidden Valley. Follow the path of least resistance, staying high enough to stay above the cliffs at the base of the valley marking the end of the trail. From Hidden Valley, a clear rock band can be seen leading up towards the west face of Shasta. Ascend the loose third-class gully at the western terminus of this rock band. We camped here, as we would also be making an ascent of Shasta's west face gully the next morning. From above the arm, a rising traverse up the hill on climber's left will access the base of Lightning Bolt Couloir. This year, snowpack was historically very low, and despite our mid-June timing, we were experiencing conditions closer to late July on a normal year. If snow remains on the couloir, don crampons and take it up. The rock in the talus field is extremely loose, and despite the slope angles never exceeding 40 degrees, it can be challenging to find solid footing on this rock. After reaching the top of the gully, the summit is just minutes away. A few Class 3 moves at the very end will gain the summit. Here the views are phenomenal. You can see 3 crater lakes of Shastina, the highest lakes in the Cascades aside from Mount Rainier's Crater Lake. This climb is one that should be reserved for a time with sufficient snow coverage. With good snow coverage, there would be some great ski descent possibilities from Shastina, but without snow, the traveling was just tedious. The lack of popularity gives the climb a solitary element, and Hidden Valley is a beautiful place to see. With that in mind, under good snow conditions, this is a climb I would recommend to those looking for a scenic volcanic ascent away from the crowds. If you liked the video or found it useful, be sure to subscribe for more Mountain Beta.